When you look at all these legends of the leprechaun, right, dating back to the 8th century, you have to wonder, is there something more to it? Did they at one time exist, or do they still possibly exist? Now, the Celts, the Vikings, they all talked about this leprechaun, this supernatural being that lived in Ireland in large colonies and large groups. And we hear this sort of reoccurring legend of the leprechaun throughout Ireland to this day. And in fact, they are a protected species by the EU. And they have a reserve where it's believed 246 leprechauns actually live right now to this day. So I find it really interesting that there's this strong belief in Ireland of this supernatural being. Now, when you look at the description of a leprechaun, right, it almost to me resembles an extraterrestrial. Are these some sort of extraterrestrial beings that come from another planet, another galaxy? And when you think of them being associated with gold, is it because these extraterrestrials came here to Earth looking for gold, and they've been mining the hills of Ireland searching for gold? And perhaps the gold is very, some sort of resource to them that is valuable, that maybe it allows them, it has some sort of powers to it that allows them to heal or potentially do some sort of magic, So we have to wonder, are these things from another planet? Are these extraterrestrials? Did they come here a long time ago? And the Celts, the Vikings, they interpreted these to be leprechauns and men wearing suits. And when you think about the big hat, perhaps these were space suits that they were wearing. And to them, it looked almost like they were wearing this big top hat and this, sort of suit and buckled shoes. But really, this was some sort of astronaut apparatus suit. So I find it fascinating that there are so many similarities between what we call the Greys and these small beings known as leprechauns. Now, they've actually believed to have found remains of a leprechaun. And this is a picture here of a man in 1980s who said that he heard a loud scream and he found this body along with some gold coins. Now, the leprechaun is said to live in the hills of Ireland and actually underground in caves and tunnels. And it's very elusive. And some people believe the reason it is so elusive is because it can actually travel through these tunnels and underground cave systems. But are these some sort of mines that they were building and digging to search for gold? And do they live underground to this day looking for gold and mining gold, which we've often seen with extraterrestrials? Just an interesting thought, because when I really think about it, I wonder, are these leprechauns indeed extraterrestrial?